I was just a little boy, I asked my mother, what will I be? Oh, will I be happy? Will I be rich? And this is what she said to me. She said, que sera, sera. Whatever will be. Future's not ours to see. No, no, no. Well, when I grew up and fell in love, I asked my baby what lies ahead. Oh, will there be sunshine day after day? And this is what my baby said. Sing it! She said, que sera, sera. Whatever will be. The future's not ours to see. No, no, no. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be. The future's not ours to see. David, now play. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? They say, will I be handsome? Will I be rich? Will I get to go to the camp in Peachtree City? I tell them tenderly, que sera, sera. Whatever will be. The future's not ours to see. Whatever will be. The future's not ours to see. Hey, Sarah, Sarah. Oh. Whatever will be.
Okay, ding dongs. If you don't subscribe to Jeremy Eisenfire, you're gonna spend the night in the box.
Night in the box, indeed. And it looks like we are going to see the box very, very soon as we kick off the From Complete rewatch party tonight. Something we've been looking forward to for a long time. We love doing our From rewatch parties. And we figured now that we're getting closer and closer to 2026 and From season 4 eventually hitting our screens, we figured now is a good time to start our watch parties. And we will be doing one every single week. Every Sunday, we'll be returning to our watch party format, where we go live here on YouTube for about an hour or so at 9 p.m. Eastern. Then at 10 p.m. Eastern, we all pile into the Discord like we usually do, and we will be watching episodes 1 and 2 tonight. We're probably going to do 2 episodes a week. Maybe if we have to get 3 episodes in a week to get the watch party done before From gets here, we'll have to do that. But that's something that probably won't happen. We'll probably be able to do 2 a week. And hopefully by the time we're done with that, From will be super close to be hitting our screens. I'm hoping that we're going to get a teaser trailer at some point during this watch party over the next few weeks while we're going through seasons 1, 2, and 3. I'm really hoping we're going to get our first teaser trailer throughout this watch party at some point, hopefully. They need to start promoting this show now, yesterday. So hopefully we get a season 4 teaser soon. We know they're planning on airing season 4 in early 2026. So that's not far away. That is not that far away. They need to start putting out a teaser soon. I know. I can't wait for a teaser. Cannot wait to see even a little snippet, even if it's just a little 30-second one that we got at the beginning of last year. We need a little teaser, just a little tiny glimpse as to what we can maybe expect in season 4, as what we can see in season 4. I mean, yeah, we need a teaser. We're fiending over here, MGM. We are fiending. We're salivating. Come on, MGM, give us the goods.
Right? We are so excited. And every time I see, like one of the actors doing some other role, it makes me jealous. I'm thinking, what are you doing? You're supposed to be working on From. Let's focus.
Yes. And we saw a little bit of that today, which we are going to take a look at here in a little bit. Some very interesting photos that I saw and instantly made me think, holy shit, looks like something bad's happening in From season 4, only to find out that it was an actor from on a different project that they're working on, but very much looked like one of our main characters was victimized by the monsters. But whatever film that they're in, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it because it looks like it's going to be a good one. But we'll take a look at that in a little bit here. But yeah, I am looking forward to it. I cannot wait for From season 4 to get here. It has been forever, as Christine Jellybean points out. It has been a very long time. We've been waiting patiently for a very long time for a little bit of a teaser, a little bit of something. And I'm hoping that our patience will be rewarded, hopefully over these next few weeks at most. I'm really hoping we'll get a trailer. If not by the end of this month, then hopefully definitely by the end of next month. I mean, you would figure they would want to get the trailer out right around Halloween time. Halloween is when they premiere. They've premiered seasons during the Halloween season in the past. So you would think From goes so well, it goes so hand in hand with a holiday like Halloween, that you would think they would want to get their trailer out right around now, right around Halloween time. So I'm hoping over the next few weeks we're going to get our first teaser trailer. Fingers crossed. Halloween release would be amazing. I would love to see a nice little, like, even if they did it right on Halloween day, I'd love to get it before Halloween. But even if they did it like right on Halloween day, we finally got our first teaser, then I'd totally be fine with that. But yeah, they need to get it out. They got to give us something, a little snippet, little snippet. We need something, guys. We are desperately waiting to see some more of From season 4. Haven't seen any of it yet. The thing about From season 3, when season 3 was filming, there were tons of leaks. There were tons of set photos that were getting posted by the cast and the crew and all of this. Like, we got to see some things that gave us even just a little bit of an idea at some scenes that we were going to get in season 3. We got to see a little bit. But this year, we got none of that. We didn't see any of the actors posting any set photos or anything like that. I wouldn't be surprised if MGM maybe told them not to do that this season, because they kind of gave not so much away last year, but they gave away enough where we saw that some interesting scenes were happening just based on some of the photos that some of the actors were posting. Like Ricky He, for instance, the actor who plays Kenny, was posting tons of photos during the season 3 filming. And we could really, even though he tried to Photoshop some things in there to throw us off, we could easily see that there were some interesting scenes that he was filming with the photos that he was posting. But we didn't get any of that this year. So I wouldn't be surprised if MGM kind of put the clamp down on that.
And it would make a lot of sense, right? Because I mean, everybody in the family remembers the great spoil of 2024,
Oh my
where
God, yes.
you couldn't escape if you were a fan of From. And it was so difficult because we want to gather, we want to theorize, we want to watch the live streams.
Mhm.
But you couldn't go anywhere without a spoiler just being posted randomly.
Yeah.
They were just posting the whole thing, sometimes the whole episode. So even if you didn't go looking for it, you were likely to get spoiled. So I wouldn't blame them if this time around they kind of are keeping a closer eye on what the actors are posting and also who they're giving access to, hopefully.
Mhm.
I myself was not looking for information, and it turned out that I got spoiled. And once I was in, it was like, okay, give me just the whole thing. I just want to know everything.
Yeah. Yeah, once you get a little bit of it, it's like, fuck it, just give the rest of it to me now. At this point, you already spoiled me a little bit. Might as well get the whole enchilada at this point. Yeah, I mean, and I remember that was going around. I was lucky enough that the Smiley spoiler I didn't see. I saw some of the other ones that were going around, and as soon as I saw that, I completely shut down. That's really the only way you could avoid spoilers like that, because they were everywhere in comment sections and Reddit threads, even showing up in our Discord at times, to the point where we had to create literally a spoiler channel for people who wanted to talk about the spoilers in the Discord. That way they weren't out in the regular Fromville channel for people who maybe didn't want to see them. But I saw like 1 or 2 small spoilers, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I am shutting myself down. I'm not going into any comment sections. I'm not going on to anything. I'm not even going to go super hard into the Discord, because I don't want to be spoiled anymore. So I was lucky enough that I didn't see the Smiley spoiler, but I know a lot of people did. A lot of people knew Smiley was coming back before that episode even aired. And that sucks. You hate to see something that big get spoiled. You know, that's a big plot point that got spoiled. It's practically the whole ending of season 3. So yeah, you hate to see that. And hopefully MGM kind of, does a little bit of a better job at vetting who they give early access to this year, because they were just giving it out to anybody who wanted it. I always refuse it. I never accept early access because I don't want to see the episodes early, even though that I get offered. I always say no. It's not something I want to see. I don't want to see the episodes early. I want to see them every single week with everybody else. So hopefully they are a little more careful this year, and hopefully we won't get any major spoilers, because yeah, that was a bit of a bummer. Put a little bit of a damper on what was a really good season. I thought season 3 was really good, but it was a little bit of a damper seeing that the ending was spoiled before the episode came out, and that sucks. You hate to see that.
I mean, you hate to see it, right? You hate to see it, but I get it. We do want the marketing to increase. So we do want them to like give access to people so that they could create the content.
Yes.
And it must be so difficult, right? To walk that line of providing the fans with access and yet trusting that they will not go ahead and spoil it for everybody or post that access that they're getting.
Yeah.
But yeah, like everybody's saying in the chat, they stopped watching From content for a little bit. And that's a shame, because that is, the best part of From, I think, is the community. I love the show, but it's
Yeah.
you guys in the chat. The community is
Yeah.
what has made it amazing for me.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Like the show is great in and of itself, but it's the kind of show where it's very much built towards a group setting, a community like this, where when you're done watching From, it's like you want to talk about it, you want to discuss this. This is one of those shows where you watch and then you just forget about it until next week comes around and another episode comes around. It's not that kind of show. It's the kind of show that as soon as you're done watching an episode, you're thinking about it. You're nonstop thinking about where it's going, what's going to happen next. And that very much, caters to communities like these, where we can all come together and discuss it, because it's one of those shows that you just have to talk about when you're done watching it. So yeah, the community aspect of the show is just as fun as watching the show itself for me. Like, I love watching the show, but I love discussing it just as much, maybe even more. But yeah, hopefully some, as Ando says, hopefully no major spoilers for season 4. And yeah, a lot of people thought that it was just stupid theories. Like as Gabrielle brings up, I thought it was a dumb theory. A lot of people did. Like, I didn't see it, but I saw a lot of people talking about like what, these wild kind of spoilers. And some of them sounded just outrageous to some people, that people thought it was just stupid theories, that it wasn't actual leaks. And then the episode came out, and sure as shit, every one of those leaks was dead accurate, apparently. And that sucks. That's why I stay away from places like Reddit. Some of the bigger From Facebook groups can be okay, depending on which one you're in, but some of them can be filled with spoilers. It really depends on which one you're in. But I tend to stay away from really anywhere that From is talked about. I try to stay away from, unless it's here or our Discord. I'm always I love talking From in the Discord with everybody, because I know at this point in time, people that are part of our community, they know not to post any big spoilers in the Discord, at least not outside of that one channel that is for spoilers. So our Discord is usually a pretty safe place where you're not going to get spoiled if you don't want to get spoiled. So when spoilers do start floating around, I kind of just only congregate either here on the channel or in Discord. And usually that has served me pretty well, because everybody's pretty cool about not posting spoilers in there. But yeah, those places like Reddit and some of those other places, Reddit in particular, I saw someone saying the Reddit spoilers were dead accurate. That's what I heard too. I heard everything was spoiled on Reddit very early on. And that's kind of what Reddit is for. I mean, I think a lot of people that go to Reddit go there looking for information and looking for spoilers, and that's fine. Some people don't mind spoilers. That's totally cool. But that's why I stay away from there. I avoid Reddit like the plague.
And you know what? Reddit can be fun because we all know Reddit is a hot mess. It's just like a trash can on
It is a
fire.
hot mess. Reddit is a hot fucking mess.
But it can also be fun, right? I don't
Yeah.
like to participate and get in there, right? But I like watching some of the drama. Um, People are not as kind, I would say, as they are in this community about theories. They really go at each other, but that can be entertaining too. Sometimes
Yeah.
I go in there and I read the theories, and I like the theories, but I also like the snappy little replies of people fighting back and forth. So, and there's a time and a place for Reddit when you're in the
Yeah.
mood.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you said, this is one of those places where it does not matter what your theories are. No one will ever, we never look down on any theories. We never make fun of any theories because our theories have been just as wild as any other theories out there at times. You guys know what I like to say: throw on that tinfoil hat, dive into that fucking rabbit hole, have fun with it. A show like this, you're supposed to have fun with when it comes to theorizing. But yeah, some of those places can be rather ruthless if they don't like your particular theory. Reddit in particular, it can be ruthless. But hey, that's the internet for you. That's just how the internet is built, unfortunately. Yeah, but the finale got leaked online, and a lot of people were talking about it. Yeah, a lot of people were. A lot of people were. Yeah, no food fights here. Good group, absolutely, Bill D. We try not to get into any food fights. That's for sure. But yeah, welcome everybody. So glad to see everyone here tonight. Again, we are going to be just, we usually do our Fromville Hour streams on Sunday anyway. So we figured we would just transition that right into our watch parties. So for the next few Sundays, we'll be going live at 9 p.m. Eastern here on the channel instead of 10. We'll go live from 9 to 10. And then at 10, we will all pile into the Discord and we will start the watch party. So around a half hour from now, we will all be piling over on into there, and we will all be watching episodes 1 and 2. And of course, everybody that wants to come join us is welcome. I will pin the link for the watch party to the top of the chat, so it will be available all night. That right there is the link that will take you right to the watch party when we are starting it in just under a half hour's time. And we're going to kick this thing off with episode 1 and 2. I am looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. It's been so long since I've rewatched From. I saw someone saying in the chat, I think it was our pal Fukin Cowboy, that they had stopped. They hadn't watched. There it is. I've purposely rewatching From, waiting for this watch party. Super excited. That is awesome to hear because I've done the exact same thing. I have purposely not gone back and I haven't rewatched any From in quite a long time, like a very long time. And I've kind of been putting it off for this, knowing that we were going to do a watch party at some point. So I've been waiting for this. I haven't rewatched From in quite a while. So I am looking forward to it as well. But let's see who we got here in this awesome chat. We got Fukin Cowboy as well. Welcome, Fukin Cowboy. We got Gabrielle in the house. We got Bill D. We got Ando in the building. Welcome, welcome. Good to see each and every one of you. Always good to see the peeps. We got Elizabeth in the house as well. Welcome, Elizabeth. I see Jane in there as well. I see Wolf Spear. Welcome, Wolf Spear. I see Samuel B as well. Welcome, Samuel. I see Minerva. I see Russ. Welcome, everybody. So good to see each and every one of you. I see Howdy in the building. Welcome, welcome, Howdy. I see Christine Jellybean. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, one. Welcome, all. So glad to see all of the familiar Fromily faces. Cannot wait for season 4 to get here. Yeah, all I want for Christmas is From season 4 trailer. I mean, by the time Christmas comes around, if we don't have a trailer by then, it's going to be riot time. So MGM, get it in gear. By the time Christmas comes around, we better already have gotten a freaking teaser. I'm going to be pissed if we don't. If we have to wait all the way till Christmas to get a trailer, yeah, that is just criminal. MGM, criminal. Absolutely criminal. Hopefully not. hopefully we'll get it a lot sooner than that. We got Golden Child. What is up, Golden Child? They owe us big time for hyping us up for the Institute only to be let down.
Mhm.
I know, right, Golden Child? And that's
Mhm.
where, I mean, a lot of us kind of had a similar mindset going into the Institute. We thought, okay, maybe this will be something that's, you know, a little good that we can watch, and it'll, you know, give us something to watch while we wait for From to eventually get here, or for a From teaser trailer to eventually get here. And I know some people like the Institute, and that's great. If you liked it, I'm so happy for you. But for me, it was a big letdown. The Institute was the biggest letdown of the year for me in terms of television series. It was a show that I was really looking forward to, and it was a show that I thought just was very cliche, very predictable. It's like you could predict where that show was going at every single turn, and it made it very kind of dull. The characters weren't very well crafted. I couldn't get invested in the Institute. Everything about it, a lot of it anyway, was poorly crafted, in my opinion.
That's right. I couldn't agree more, Golden Child. Great point. They didn't just hype us up, and this is what I think it's criminal of them, right? It wasn't just, hey, the Institute is coming, it's a great show, great book. No, they kind of baited us by saying from the creators of From, telling us if you
It
like From,
creates an
you're gonna
expectation, right, of quality. Yeah.
exactly an expectation of quality that they just did not meet. They
Yeah.
just didn't meet that. And I mean, the story, we've seen this story. We've seen it done in a better way by like Stranger Things and other shows. It's a little
Mhm.
too late. I think if we had seen maybe the Institute before Stranger Things, we would have thought that it was interesting. But once you have
Yeah.
11 and she is doing an institutionalized child with superpowers, and playing it how she played it, you just can't compare. It's just never going to be the same. It's never going to
Mm.
be the same. And I understand that Stephen King was the inspiration for a lot of what we see, like in Stranger Things. They were inspired by him, and he tends to be that. He tends to be a big inspiration for people.
Very
It's
much.
just that his shows are being done maybe, a little too late. We're watching the inspired by versions before his original version, and so it doesn't have the same impact.
Yeah.
But it was horrible. I mean, the finale, I have to give it to them. Jeremy and I were talking when we were watching the Institute, because we like really watched the whole thing all the way to the finale. We really did.
Begrudgingly.
I mean, it was like a little bit of a hate watch, but we did.
Yeah.
It was almost so difficult. It was actually quite amazing that they were able to create a finale that was so bad. You almost have to go out of your way to make it that bad.
Mm.
It's like they got together and they were like, we cannot have not one good storyline here. So let's think of ways where we can make this the worst finale ever. Um, but yeah.
Yeah, it was, I mean, there was, there's the makings there of a good show, I think. I haven't finished the whole book yet, so I'm not quite sure how the book differs from the show, but from what I gather, the show differs from the book quite a bit, within some instances. So I imagine the book is probably a lot better. But yeah, I mean, just what they gave us in season one, it just felt like it just felt like it wasn't crafted very well. Like not a whole lot of thought went into some of these story arcs, some of these narratives, some of these character development moments, which we didn't really get a whole lot of outside of Ben and Luke. So yeah, just for me, it was just a bit of a letdown. I was very excited for that show. I thought it was going to be pretty decent, especially knowing that it was coming from the executive producers of from the director of From, Jack Bender, who directs all of the best episodes of From that we've ever seen. He's the main director from. He's directed majority of the show. So knowing it was coming from the mind of Jack Bender and it was an adaptation of Stephen King, I thought, okay, this might be pretty good. When you start marketing a show and the first thing you put in the teaser trailer is from the director of from the creators of From, when that's the first thing you market the show as, that tells me that you're going to give us a show that is similar in quality to From, and it just wasn't. So I think that was my biggest letdown. If they weren't plastering all over the place from the creators of from the executive producers of From, if that wasn't like their huge marketing strategy, I think the show would have been a little bit better received, at least for me anyway. I can only speak for myself. I probably would have received the show a little bit better because I wouldn't have been expecting that From quality then. But they really were leaning heavily into, oh, from the executive producers of from the director of From comes the Institute. So I'm like, okay, this looks interesting, but it just didn't live up to it. You can't compare the Institute to From in any meaningful way. From is just leagues ahead of it. But that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. I know some people really like the Institute, and that is great. Like if you liked it, I'm super happy for you. I mean, there are some. It does have the makings of a pretty good show. It just, for me, it just fell a little bit flat, and I think the marketing kind of misled the show a little bit. But that's just me. Yeah, it was mid, definitely mid at best. But yeah. I don't know. It looks like it got a season 2, so maybe it'll be interesting to see what they do with the second season. Again, I still haven't finished reading the book, and I'm going to try and get through the book before season 2 comes around. And who knows? Maybe season 2 will be a lot better. I guess we'll see.
We'll see. My thing that I did really enjoy about the Institute chat, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's Jeremy's video where he created a tinfoil theory on Henry, because I see the chat talking about Victor's dad. What were you doing, Victor's dad? Working at the Institute, and how that could be connected to From, if this is the same universe.
I'm glad it's not. I'm so glad it's not now.
Right? It's so I mean, but it's fun. It's a fun theory to think about.
Yeah.
Because his job just so happened to be working with children who possess these special abilities. Now that we know that Julie herself possesses these special abilities, she would qualify for the Institute. She would be one of the people that qualifies for that Institute. And Henry working there, it was just perfect. So I really do like the creativity of that tinfoil theory.
Yeah. Thank you. Very much appreciate that. But yeah, that's what's fun. And yeah, every theory is definitely legit. I mean, there's so much about this show that we don't know. You can't just outright dismiss people's theories like that. I feel like that's super rude to do, and it's never something you'll ever catch us doing. We love embracing all theories. Even if it's a theory I don't personally agree with, we'll always talk about it. We love talking about everybody's theories. But that's just us. I love hearing even some of the more outside of the box stuff. I love hearing, because it's fun. When you hear some really outside of the box theories, that tells me the person is not only like really thinking about it, but they have a little bit of a creativity to them. Your creativity kind of shines through your theories. If your theories are very well crafted, that tells me like, oh, this person's got some really good creativity. Even if it's a theory I might not agree with, it's very creatively done. So yeah, we love hearing everybody's theories. We got 567 from Wall Saint Tech. Thank you so much, Wall Saint Tech, for the super chat. Very much appreciate you, my friend. Stephen King is watered down for the folks in Peoria, Illinois, for mind safety. Yeah, Stephen King's hit or miss. He's hit or miss for me. He's done some stuff that I really enjoy. Like It. I'm a big fan of Stephen King's It. I'm a big fan of the Dark Tower series. Like, he's got some really, really, really good stuff out there. And speaking of It, Pennywise, the dancing clown, that show is just around the corner now, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be covering every single episode of It, Welcome to Derry. They just released their third and final trailer the other day. We did a breakdown on it. It's up on the channel. Check it out if you guys are going to be watching that show. Definitely come here and hang out with us and discuss it. I can't wait for this. Everything that we're seeing about It, Welcome to Derry looks like it was masterfully produced. And it's great to know that it's still Bill Skarsgård coming back like he played him in the movies. The same director who directed most of the movies, Andy Muschietti, is directing and heading up the show as well. And we've recently learned that they are planning on doing 3 seasons of It Welcome to Derry. It's not just going to be a 1 season and done miniseries. They're planning 3 full seasons of It Welcome to Derry. And apparently they're already starting to work on season 2. So I'm super excited for this. I think this is going to be the next big thing hitting TV. It's going to be premiering on HBO on October 26th. So it's just around the corner now, ladies and gentlemen. So if we're looking for some good horror to hold us over while we wait for From, our prayers have been answered in the form of It Welcome to Derry. I very much believe that. So I'm super excited for this. It looks so freaking good. All of the trailers have looked good. The production quality looks so good. Everything about it looks like it's going to be that same quality of the It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 films that we got, which I thought were pretty good. 2 had its problems, but It Chapter 1 was masterful. I thought it was such a good film. So I'm looking forward to this. I think It Welcome to Derry is going to be a really good TV series. And it looks like we're going to be even diving into potentially some of Pennywise's origins, which is going to be really fun because he's got a very interesting origin story.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's a cosmic entity, right? You know how much I love Lovecraft, but we do get to see some paranormal sort of activity in the trailer, the breakdown
Yeah.
that you did, which is the most interesting part for me. Because I think by now we kind of are familiar with Pennywise and the children and the dynamic there that he has with the children. But we're gonna get to see the dynamic that he has with the adults. They don't really dive into how these adults, really are letting so much happen in their town. So I want to know more about that. And does he have a rival? I keep hearing about this turtle, but is the turtle ever going to show up? Is somebody going to rival Pennywise? He can't just go around town being the almighty entity that gets to do whatever he wants. I imagine there has to be something that, is his kryptonite in a way. So I'm really
There
interested in
is.
seeing how they kind of go back and forth with that.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, I think this is going to be really fun. It looks like they're going to be exploring a lot of Pennywise's past. A lot of the trailers and a lot of the information that I've been researching is pointing to going back to the beginning. Because, the entity known as Pennywise, as you said, he's this ancient cosmic entity who has been in our world for millions of years. When he first lands in Earth, he slumbers, he sleeps and hibernates for millions of years at a time until the area that he lands in, which later becomes Derry, Maine, starts becoming populated. And then he finally emerges from his slumber right around in the 1800s. And I'm hoping we're going to see a little bit of that. Pennywise first emerging from underground when Derry is first getting settled by, settlers. There's a lot of interesting things that he does early on, some interesting forms that he takes on it before he ends up finding this Pennywise, the dancing clown form that he favors so much. So I'm hoping we're going to be exploring some of Pennywise's past in the series. And I cannot wait to see some of that and how they handle some of that, because there's a lot of good stuff that they can draw on from the novels and from the lore. The Pennywise lore goes back a long time, and he's had many different forms that he's taken over the years, not just the clown. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Yeah, he's not just, I mean, people see it. I think this has been to its detriment over the years. People see the clown and they kind of just think, oh, it's kind of stupid. He's just a clown, not knowing that he's really like this ancient cosmic shape-shifting entity that can take the form of almost anything he wants. He's super powerful. He's super old, super evil. And I think sometimes people see the clown and it's a little bit of a detriment to the character, because they might see the clown and just get put off by the character, which is understandable. I mean, clown characters are so overdone, they're kind of boring, but he's so much more than just a clown. That's what's so great about Pennywise, is he isn't just a clown. He is this ancient cosmic entity that can take on the form of almost anything. And based on the trailers we're seeing for It Welcome to Derry, it's looking like we're going to see many different forms that he takes on. Other than Pennywise. We're not only going to see him in his Pennywise form, we're seeing multiple other forms that he's taken on in these trailers as well. And yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll even see Montur and the turtle, the cosmic turtle, as it were the ancient kind of rival, you might say, to Pennywise. One of the only rivals he has, actually. But I can't wait. I can't wait. I think Welcome to Derry is going to be really good. I think this is going to be the perfect show for us to watch while we wait for From season 4 to get here. And it's just around the corner now, guys. October 26th, less than 2 weeks away. Welcome to Derry will be hitting our screens. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. And I would love to see some more Dark Tower stuff. I would love to see the Dark Tower get turned into a proper TV series. I know they tried doing the movie a few years back with Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey, and it just, I mean, they tried, but they kind of failed. It wasn't a very faithful, wasn't a very great Dark Tower adaptation. The Dark Tower, for me, is something that deserves a whole series. You can't really do that in a movie. The movie would have to be 10 fucking hours long. But if they were to take the Dark Tower and make a proper TV series out of it, and it was handled well with, a really good adaptation, that could be phenomenal. I would love to see that. The Dark Tower is a really good story. One of Stephen King's best, for sure. Yeah, an ancient alien shape-shifting macroverse entity. And who knows, maybe they'll dive into some things like the macroverse, because of course Pennywise is not from our universe. He came from the macroverse, which is like this void outside of our universe, and he entered our universe in a cataclysm, like an asteroid impact. And it looks like we're going to see that on the show. It looks like we actually see the asteroid hitting Earth in the trailer. So it looks like we're going to see Pennywise landing on Earth. But we'll save that for our Pennywise discussions, our Welcome to Derry discussions. But just wanted to give everybody a heads up that the show is just around the corner. And I think this is going to be some really, really good horror for us to watch until From gets here. But speaking of From, we're just 7 minutes away now, ladies and gentlemen, for the From season 1, 2, and 3 rewatch parties. Now, earlier today, I had this sent to me, and I almost kind of flipped my lid when I saw this earlier today. This, of course, is the actor who plays Ethan. And I saw this shot and I was like, holy shit, like, how did this get leaked? Is Ethan really going to get it in season 4? It very much looks like monster slashes, monster claws. And I even got this picture sent to me as well. This bloody picture of Ethan in the woods. I'm like, holy shit, this is From. Like, this is a leak from It's got to be. And then I did a little bit of digging, and I saw on Instagram that, unfortunately, no, this was not a leak from It looks like the actor who plays Ethan, Simon Webster, I believe his name is shooting another film at the time. And if he's shooting another film right now, that tells me that their principal photography for From might already be done. Which is good news. So hopefully they're in post-production and cutting together some kind of teaser trailer for us right now. But I saw this and I thought, oh man, Ethan's going to get it in season 4, because it very much looks like this could easily take place in From. I mean, it's Ethan. It's a very much looks like a monster came and clawed him really, really good. But yeah, it was a total fake me out. It completely got me once I found out that this was not from. This is from some other production that he's working on for another film. But it had me. This almost got me.
I mean, it's like perfect, right? Because it has the claw marks that the monsters would leave, right? Exactly. They love slashing people across the face. So I thought that's perfection. It has to be from. And now with AI, I have seen a couple of videos that people have made with AI regarding From. AI is getting so good that at times I fall for it. So I thought, is this actually from or is it AI? That was my guess, that it was an AI image that
was another thought
of Ethan.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in the project and knowing
Me too.
Specific project, because that looks like some monster sort of action, and that could also be an interesting story.
Yeah, whatever film it's actually for, I'm definitely gonna have to I'm gonna keep a close eye on his account and try and find out whatever film that this is for, because I mean, even though it's not From, it still looks like it's probably going to be a pretty interesting horror film, if nothing else, because that very much looks like a nasty monster clawed him up really bad, really, really bad. But yeah, totally got me, totally tricked me. I saw this in my inbox and I thought it was definitely From related, but unfortunately it is not. It is for another production that the Ethan actor is a part of. But hopefully we'll get some legitimate From season 4 footage. Hopefully, I really hope it's going to be soon. I would love to see us get our first teaser trailer before Halloween, or even right on Halloween. That would be okay too. Halloween is just around the corner as well, just a few weeks away. So hopefully by then, the latest, we'll finally get some kind of teaser trailer for From season 4, because they really need to start production on that show now. And Kelly asked, if I haven't seen any of the other It stuff, do you think I would be able to follow Welcome to Derry? Absolutely. Absolutely, you'll be able to follow It, Welcome to Derry. Even if you haven't seen any of the other It films, I mean, you could always go back and watch It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2, the two most recent movies that came out in, I believe, like 2017 and 2019. You could go back and watch those two if you wanted to, because It, Welcome to Derry is a prequel to those two movies. But by no means do you have to see all of this other It stuff to enjoy It, Welcome to Derry. You can watch It, Welcome to Derry, and that could be your first exposure to the character, and you'll still have a really fun time watching it, I'm sure. Absolutely. You don't need to watch any of the other stuff. You can go in clean if you want. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, Zombie Ethan, right? I know. Yeah, early April Fool, or late or early April Fool's joke. Yeah, indeed. Somebody got me. And I won't say who got me. I won't say who sent it to me. But somebody got me, and they got me good. Or Ethan is really toast and is going to be killed. He is growth spurting. And that's another good point as well. And Bill brought this up earlier in the Discord as well, and I 100% agree with him. We got an explanation as to why the boy in white is aging, is growing. I mean, because they had to come up with some kind of explanation, because the boy in white is literally growing like a fucking weed. He's going to have a beard, and he's going to be able to be pounding some drinks back in the bar with Jade by the time season 5 comes around. And the same thing with Ethan. Same freaking thing with Ethan. By the time season 5 comes around, he's going to have a full-on beard. He's going to be driving. He's going to be going on dates. Like, he's growing up. So at some point, they need to come up with some kind of explanation as to why Ethan has gotten so big. Or, yeah, maybe they end up killing him off. And I could potentially see that happening. I mean, with Tabitha becoming like she's always been a pretty main central character. But even now that she has found out who she is, I could totally see there being a bigger target on Tabitha and Jade's back in season 4. And how do you target someone like Tabitha? You target the people that are closest to her family. So yeah, I could totally see Ethan getting killed off in season 4. And yes, that would solve the aging problem as well, because he's just getting super big. He's getting way too big. But who knows? Yeah, I'm glad it's not a From leak too. I'm glad, at the end of the day, I'm glad it wasn't a From leak. Absolutely. Maybe they'll do a time jump. That's a possibility. Definitely a possibility that they could do some kind of time jump. But that can get a little bit messy, because then you have to come up with time jumps, not just for Ethan, but you also have to do time jump explanations for every single other character. And that could be a little tricky this far into the show. Someone had an idea, it might have been you, Bill D, about Ethan potentially going into one of the faraway trees and getting lost. And then all of a sudden he returns, at like the end of the season. But for him, he's been gone years. And that explains he's been gone a year or so. And that explains why he looks so much older. Something like that could really work. And I thought that was a good idea, Bill. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, he's going to be 6'2" by the time we get to fucking season 5. This fucker's growing. He's growing fast. Growing very, very fast. But we shall see. But it is 10:00 p.m. Eastern on the dot. So that means we are going to shut this down here and head over into the Discord in a minute. And of course, anybody who wants to come and join us for the watch party, of course, is more than welcome. The link again is pinned to the top of the chat. I will throw it in the comment section one more time, just in case people need to see it. There it is. Thank you, PM. Appreciate that. But that right there is the link to the watch party. You click that link, that will take you right into our Discord, right into our watch party section. And PM and I will be over there in 1 minute as soon as we shut this stream down. And we are going to start our From rewatch party with season 1, episodes 1 and 2. So you ready, PM? You ready to dive into From?
I am so excited to hear the bell, the iconic bell.
The
And just in
bell.
time for Halloween, I love that everybody in the chat is talking about what a Halloween vibe From is, right?
Yeah.
Especially episode 1. Iconic. We have grandma. We know what's going to go down, so we could enjoy it, right? The anticipation. I love From. I could watch it a billion times and I still get as excited. But yeah, I'm super excited.
Me too. That's super. And again, I'm very excited because I haven't watched it in such a long time. I haven't done usually I do a rewatch of From every 6 months or so. I'll go back and I'll do like a complete rewatch, but I haven't. I haven't rewatched From since season 3 ended. So it's been a long time for me since I've done a rewatch. So I am overdue to dive into From again and see if we could pick up some new stuff that we maybe missed the first few go-arounds. So I'm ready. I am ready. We are going to shut this down. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's do this. We are going to be diving in, and we will see all of you over in the Discord in a few minutes, and we will kick this party off, this watch party off. But again, big thank you to everybody who showed up tonight for the pregame show. And this is probably how we'll be doing it every Sunday. This is usually the format that we usually do. We go live on YouTube just to let everybody know we're going to be doing the watch party. So we'll do that every week. We'll go live here at 9 p.m. Eastern for 1 hour, and then we'll pile into the Discord and start the watch party. And of course, after we're done watching episode 1 and 2, we stay in the voice chat and we discuss it amongst ourselves as well. So there will be an after discussion in the Discord as well. So we will see you guys over there in a minute. We shall see you in T-minus 5 minutes or so. Thanks again, guys. We shall see you in a few.
Okay, you guys have asked for it, and here it is. We're about to start production season 4.